Hey SurfNav, this is Walt a SurfNav instructor, and today we're going to be walking through a speed required problem. For this video, we are transiting from Karachi, Pakistan to San Diego, California. We decided to solve this problem on a digital whiteboard because that promotes learning far more effectively than stepping through a PowerPoint. It also makes us feel like we're doing the problem together in the SurfNav classroom on one of our own whiteboards. Maybe you're watching this for a little extra help because it took you a little longer than you thought to do the problem, or maybe you got the problem wrong. All good. We made this video so that you can see one of the many ways to do a speed required problem. You can pause this video as much as you want, rewind, etc. in order to help you learn. Our format may be a little different than your method, and that's great. There are probably 5 or 6 different ways to do a speed required problem. We love to see different ways of doing things, and in fact, we encourage you to show us new ways to do things. At SurfNav, we expect you to get the right answer and show your work, no matter the method you use. Because once you're in the fleet, you will be doing speed required problems multiple times a day and making sure that your VMS or ECDIS is doing them correctly as well. If, after watching this video, you still have questions, feel free to bring them into class and ask any SurfNav instructor for tips and tricks to do these problems. We did many of them at sea, and we want to help you out as well because speed required problems are also on the midterm and final exams at SurfNav. So here is our problem. You depart Karachi, Pakistan at 0910 zone time on 24 May 2023, bound for your home port of San Diego, California. You must arrive in San Diego at 1945 zone time on 19 June 2023. What speed over ground is required? So you have a few things right off the bat. A speed required problem is a time, speed, distance problem. If we have 2 of the 3 of those, time, speed, or distance, then we can solve for the third. Looking at this right up, let's see what we're given. First off, we have the time of departure, 0910 zone time on 24 May 2023, and also our time of arrival, 1945 zone time on 19 June 2023. The difference of time between those two is our time. Now for distance, it doesn't tell us in this write-up what the distance is, so we are looking for that. We'll have to go into Pub 151 and figure out the distance between Karachi, Pakistan and San Diego, California. And then of course, this is a speed required problem, so we are looking for the speed. Just a reminder, this is not an SOA that we're looking for. We're looking for the speed over ground that is required. Maybe we have 19 knots ordered on our ship. That doesn't mean we're going to be making 19 knots over ground. We need to determine the speed over ground now so that when we're underway, we order the right speed to make this speed over ground. And as always, for speed required problems, our tolerance is plus or minus 0.2 knots. Now we're going to take a look at the 10,000 foot level for this problem and look at the steps we're going to do to solve it. There are many different ways to solve a speed required problem. We're going to show you one of the many ways that works. We like this way because it's easily replicatable, and talking to many students who have come through SurfNav, this is the most popular one because it's a very logical sequence of start to finish. Just remember, you can do a speed required problem any way you want. Just make sure that you, 1, show your work, and 2, get the right answer. The first step for our speed required problem, convert our arrival and departure zone times into GMT. It's going to make the math much easier for us if we're working with apples and apples rather than apples and oranges. So we're going to get both those times into GMT so that we can calculate the difference in time between those two. For that step, we'll need to go into the pubs and figure out what zone descriptions Karachi and San Diego are keeping. Then we'll apply those zone descriptions to get them into GMT. The second step is to calculate our transit time. So now that we have both arrival and departure times in GMT, we'll do some math to figure out how long it's going to take us to get from Karachi to San Diego. We'll start with that in days, hours, and minutes, and we'll convert that transit time into hours. Our third and final step is to do our time, speed, distance calculations. Since we have the transit time from step 2, that is our time, we are looking for speed, And for distance, we need to go into the pubs and find the distance between Karachi and San Diego. In our next video, we're going to take our arrival and departure zone times, go into the pubs, find out what zone description those ports are keeping, and then convert those into GMT.